Darren, we're here in Spain where the boys will face Real Madrid tomorrow in the final Uefa Youth League fixture. Although they can't progress in the competition, they must just be so excited to get this opportunity to travel here and play Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think all the games have been looked forward to. We've all looked forward to them from the very, very start. Probably this is the one that stood out. Obviously Real Madrid, the prestige of the club, the size of it, obviously the European champions. And then to come away from home to play against them will be a fantastic occasion for the players. So irrespective of could we qualify or not, this was a game I think they were always going to look forward to, and certainly that's the feeling I've got now.
And the home game against Real Madrid was a difficult afternoon. You know, there was an element of unknown headed into that fixture. How have the team reflected on that performance ahead of tomorrow's game?
Exactly what you said. It was the unknown, but we actually learned more in that game about the players than we probably did a dozen Scottish domestic games, because they were under a huge amount of stress, obviously with the sending off. It caused real issues for them, and you start to see then the character of them. Can they just hang in there? And at half time we couldn't lie to them, we weren't going to win the game, we weren't going to get back into it. But then you start seeing, do players stick together, do they break? And we were actually, it sounds bizarre, but really pleased with the character of the group, because that's not easy in the slightest what they went through. But those experiences will be invaluable going forward. So I think we've seen that with the progress they've made in each game, and the standard of performance. So fingers crossed tomorrow can be the best performance yet.
And the players will be determined to go and show the best of themselves against one of the top academies in Europe. And that's something that you and Stephen have touched on, you know, allowing individual players to stand out at this age, playing away to Real Madrid. Is that the best opportunity for the boys to do that?
Yes and no. Yes, I can understand the question, but we try to preach every day as an opportunity, whether it's in training or in games. Now, quite clearly in their mind as players, to come, as I said, away from home to Real Madrid is a fantastic occasion. And if you wanted to show your qualities, this would be the place to be. But the person they need to be showing their qualities to is the manager, not Real Madrid. So every day they have the opportunity to do that, or certainly to do it in front of me and Mick. And the connection we have with the manager is very close. So listen, these boys have done really, really well. They've done really, really well. They've maximised the tournament, the learnings from the tournament, and they've played really, really well. Now, when you play for Celtic, especially in the first team, you get judged off results. It's very important that people understand that this isn't what it's about for these players. This is the first time they've experienced this. And as I said, the things they have learned and the progress they've made has been remarkable. So we're coming, as I said, to the end of it, but really, really pleased with the experience as a whole.
And when you look back to the first game, as you said, so much growth can be seen with some brilliant performances. Can you reflect on the Youth League experience as a whole and pick out any of the most important takeaways from the competition?
Every game has had something in it. So I spoke Madrid was character. You saw the character of the group. I think in Shakhtar you saw that the technical part of our game that we wanted to see, does it stand up against the best teams in Europe? It did. Leipzig showed real personality and bravery. We blew Leipzig away in 12 minutes. Then again, Leipzig at home, we had a man sent off, and again you see character. Every game they've been tested to the max, and that is what we crave for the players, for them to be tested every game, every day. And at times we don't fully get that, especially in youth team football in Scotland, because at Celtic naturally you'll have the better players. In this tournament we don't always. We're playing against very, very good young players, top teams, top setups. So they've had to perform to their max to get anything, and I think that's refreshing for them, because in all honesty sometimes they don't perform to the maximum but get a result. In this group and in this competition, everything is earned, and that's a fantastic learning tool for the players.